Scooby-Doo, I've got a perfect puzzle for you. Oompa loompa doopity-dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to.
The difference between this year's show and last year's show is that this year there's a lot brighter and happier energy. Last year's show was really fun, but this one has a more youthful vibe to it, so I think it'll be really fun for everyone of all ages.
Last year's play was more of empowering women and women having a voice, and this year it's kids with candy. You're putting kids in candy stores, and it's just a fun, exciting place to be.
There are a lot of differences in the play from last year and this year, but I think the biggest difference is the dynamic of the show is so different. This one definitely has a lot of young and fun energy.
Well, last year was a lot more peppy and it was a lot more pink. This year is more candy.
Last year I played someone who was a lot younger and a college student who seemed to know everything and nothing at the same time, but this year I'm playing someone who is very old and is actually very wise, so I'm able to show the differences between that character and the character that I play now.
This year, my character is more angsty, but the same with Enid. She was pretty angsty, but the one now is more teenage angst.
My character last year was more on the ditzy side, and then this year my character is very sassy. If I get asked a question, I'm serving it with a side of sass.
So I go from being a blonde lawyer who doesn't quite know what she's doing to being a very sarcastic, witty, middle-aged man. So that's a rather large difference.
So I guess my character has gotten older. I was a college student last year, but this year I actually play a grandmother.
My favorite scene would probably be the finale of Act 1 because I'm really able to bring my character to life and show how he's going to act throughout the rest of the show without staying in bed the whole time.
My favorite scene would have to be the candy boat scene, just because of how fun it is and how just different it is from other scenes.
My favorite scene from this year is probably There's No Knowing, which is where I'm in a pink candy boat and I'm freaking out some children. It's just a very fun scene because it's very different from what else is going on in the show, and so it's interesting to watch.
I'd have to say like Candyman because it's a really fun dance number.
The most fun ones to do are probably the Oompa Loompa scenes because we just kind of get to fool around and do whatever we want.
I make my character come to life by really just bringing in youthful energy to a character that's supposed to be really old. My character has a lot of different types of scenes, but by bringing in this different energy, I'm able to lighten up the character.
The thing with Willy Wonka is that he's so crazy that he seems serious. So I try to be as serious as possible while saying the things that I'm saying because he's kooky in the way that he phrases things and how he sees things, but not in the way that he says them.
My favorite part of the play would be cherishing every single moment that I have left. Since it's my last year, I want to make every single practice and every single moment that we share just really memorable.
My favorite part of the play is working with my cast members and creating a show. Since this is my last show, I try to make a lot of fun memories together while we're perfecting the show.
My favorite parts of the play are usually getting into costume, getting into makeup, and being able to see from where we went to practicing in hallways to on stage with the lights and the makeup and the music and the pit and just seeing it all come together.
My favorite part of the play is just like hanging out with the cast and crew, and everyone's just really cool.